Na, beszéljünk az anyukánkkal, aki nem tudom hol van. Anya!
Martin!
Oh, hey, Mom.
Ó, szia anyu! Ki ez a
What's
golfkocsi?
with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Ó. Ő volt az anyánk.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Most hazamegyünk? Most hazamegyünk az apánkhoz. Hát, mit is mondjak nektek valami? Hát azért jöttünk apánkhoz. A szomszéd le van zárva. Csomával figyelnek minket,
I
minden.
don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Yeah, here you got hit with
Jó, beszéljünk apánkkal.
Sure.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Mégis mit keresel, apa?
Interesting. What do you mean interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Suitmo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Agyu
Whoa,
piás.
Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying
Mi
Mom's a
van?
drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
Csak
You're
vicces?
kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my herring.
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Wow.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Kezdjük, mi ábrázza.
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
I don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute. We can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Más téma.
Something on your mind?
Kérdésekről.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Milyen vagy?
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly
As a what?
a nerd,
They said that?
in so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with
Tehát mi a
personal
zsenik
hygiene and
vagyunk.
prefers his
Ezt
rubber
kell
band
tudjátok.
costume to...
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time, recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-O-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah.
Ó, tehát hónapig van időnk. Nem akkor... Annyira.
It's about Mom. She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up. Something on your mind?
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Ez lehet érdekes lehet az Arrivától. Jó,
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
beszélj már a
David and
nővérünkről!
Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
Tehát a családunk
What
az
can you tell me
külön
about
van.
Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Mi?
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service, and maybe let me shake his hand.
Biff
Have you
még, és
seen
akkor
Biff
szerintem
lately?
megyek
Not since he went to the reconditioning
közüzemadókra.
center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous. Something on your mind?
Nem hallgass semmi.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure. Not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Na, akkor
Morning,
most...
Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs. Citizen Brown.
Mi?
I'm
Mit
sorry,
csináljak?
Mrs. Citizen Brown.
Szóval keresd
Listen,
meg
lady,
Leon.
I worked so hard
Mit?
to get that title.
Jó, javaslatokat akarok. Most akkor mi van?
Merritt?
Oké, el kell menjünk a központig. Istenem, megint kezdődnek. Ugye ő képkedik George utána, a nő után, aki jelenleg a szobornál van. Meg kell nézni itt miért megoldás.
I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
Na jó, beszéljünk egy kicsit pár
What do you
emberről.
think of Jennifer, Mom?
Well, she certainly looked like quite a handful, dear. I was really hoping some of her, joie de vie would have rubbed off on you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Martin, you can be a little uptight sometimes.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it, Mom.
Well, maybe you needed to hear it. There's nothing wrong with having priorities in life. Just maybe Jennifer should have been a little higher on your list.
Yeah, she should.
Well, you did buy that guitar. That's a step in the right direction. Women love musicians. Just keep practicing and I'm sure you'll get better.
What are you talking about? I'm a great musician.
That's the spirit.
Igen, egyébként
dad
most már az
doesn't seem to
anyukával
like me very much.
beszélgetek.
He's just a little stressed out, dear. Filling the crime-stomping shoes of his legendary father makes poor Danny Jr. a little twitchy.
So I see.
But he gets the job done. Between him and his father, Hill Valley's been as dry as the Sahara Desert for decades now. Unfortunately.
Try. Doc was right. We did overdo it.
Prom polgármester.
Is there any way I could talk to Citizen Brown?
Oh, you know how difficult that is, Martin. The great man spends so much time coming up with new rules and demerits that he barely has time to talk to us anymore. I guess that's the price we pay for a safe, happy city.
So he doesn't see anyone?
Not unless someone starts rolling up the demerits. He still takes a personal interest in those situations.
Oh.
And of course you could talk to Mrs. Brown.
Clara?
No, silly. Edna.
Edna Strickland?
Mm-hmm.
Edna, kis beszélj
Wait,
Ednáról.
Doc, Citizen Brown is married to Edna Strickland?
Did you get a bump on the head or something? They've been happily married for nearly 40 years. In fact, if you ask me, I think Edna wears the pants in the relationship. She's the one always announcing the day-to-day bulletins. Probably writes them herself.
I need to sit down.
Bifről ne. Bifről
Alright,
ne.
alright, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned.
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching.
Egyébként bután van megoldva a
mind your
kamera
own
egy
business,
kicsit.
George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine?
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you.
Na jó, akkor most mit kéne így csinálni? Összevesztek, oké. Jó,
Know the kind of trouble
akkor
we
javaslatok. Várj egy kicsikét.
get into if you're drinking again.
George,
Itt ez a kupac.
I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
It's got my name on it. They couldn't do anything with this.
Jó. Tájlista.
They don't need it.
Azt írd a kamerák letakarása. Na. Az van, emberek, hogy most fog piálni a nő.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
Jó, állj meg!
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Was that a flask,
Hú, anya
Mom?
piázik.
Don't be ridiculous.
Anyu piázik.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
És ott a rendőr és nem látsz, hogy piázik.
But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Ott a rendőr és nem látta, hogy iszik a nő.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Na jó, szedjük össze, mire esett a virághoz? Van nálam a pia is. Vedd azt a piát onnan.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Na jó, akkor menjünk a lányhoz. Én nem tudom hova, de valahogy törvényt kéne szedni. Mert nézem itt is, mert láttam itt is beszélgettek. Egyébként nagyon érdekes a rész, tehát... Jennifer.
Okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off.
Most egy félbe az idővonalat.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
What's on the menu?
Soup.
Just soup?
And more.
Mi az a más?
Falls under the more category.
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat protein.
No thanks. What kind of soup you got?
Scrole...
Ribellini?
Yeah, that's right.
Some things never change.
Jó?
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow wow, do you?
No.
Then it's a dog.
Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after
Oh.
the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Geez, McFly, relax. They're fresh. Mostly.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she...
Hey!
Now, that dork that let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no
Azt
chickabow
már
wow,
mondtad.
do you?
No.
Then it's a dog.
Na jó, meg
See ya.
kell...
Smell you later.
Even screwed up Nutso Hill Valley doesn't deserve that smell.
Most mit kell csinálni? Beszél... Oh.
Hey! There's that mangy. Ah, go get him, McFly!
Örömmel. Örömmel fogom elkapni a kutyát. Örömmel. Örömmel fogom elkapni Einsteint, igen.
He's gotta be hiding in here somewhere. Stay put now, boy. Wherever you are.
Hol van?
Not
Baszki.
a sign of him.
Na jól van, ez a dög megint kijött. Hova mentél, te dög? Visszamegy. Máté, menj már vissza a kutyához. Menj már vissza a kutyához.
Where could he be hiding?
Na én most már nézem, hogy burka a kutya szerintem. Vagy... Na jó, megvan a spray, ugye amit itt láttatok.
That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
Menjek ki, menjek ki. Jó, a kutya most ment be, ugye? Akkor mi nem a festékkel megyünk valószínűleg. Oké, ott átmászok.
Now we're in business. I outsmarted you, didn't I? Oh, don't be like that, Einie.
Jó, és akkor most kéne...
Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you. Attaboy. Now hold still. See? I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy. Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait! No! No.
Oh, rabies! Rabies, help!
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
No. Kit keresek meg? Jó, én ezt megcsináltam. Le kell buknod vele. Oh. Oké. Oké. Menjünk Parker rendőrhöz, hogy motozzon meg minket. Remélem ez segít.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
Tudod, min van? Van
There
piám.
better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No! Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am. Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
Na. De még milyen szabály szedjek meg, ember? Graffitizek a falra, még mit csinálja? Most addig el a piámat. Ah. Jó. Menjünk Jenniferhez. Szedem a szabályszékségeket. És sötét a kameraképem egyébként, de... Biff ott van, jó. Úgyhogy gyűjtjük a pontokat, ember, gyűjtjük a rossz sitrevágást. Mire indulsz be, Jennifer? Mondjad!
What is it now?
Leech is a wastoid. Come on, Jen. It's you and me.
Dream on, McFly. We might have had a thing for about 10 minutes, but you're not even in the same league as Leech.
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
Hanem
For
mi
one
ez?
thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
Jó.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
Kell egy
What can I
gitár,
say?
emberek. Kell egy
Who
gitár.
appreciates a hot lick?
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like me.
I'm talking electric guitar, Martin. I'm gonna be honest, the ukulele has to go.
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech. You ready to throw down?
I was born ready.
Okay, so where's your guitar, McLoser? I should have known. All talk, no rock.
Jó, gitárt kell
Your paint's
kapni.
starting to streak.
Ah!
Jó, hol lesz egy gitár? Emberek, gitárt kell kapni. Jó, megkeresem a gitárt. Na emberek!
Knock on my door anytime.
Jön a gitárpárba, jön a gitározás!
Why? What's that was doing here?
He says he can outplay you. I told him, there's no one in Hill Valley better than you. You wanna go prove it?
The Ring of Rock?
Don't crush him too bad. Just teach him a lesson.
Ugye még egy gitározza, nem tudom. Jó, emberek! Ezt meg kell néznem, hogy kell megcsinálni, mert el fogom bukni a párbajt. Megnézem és jövök vissza, és azt lenyomjuk mai nap, jó? Na lássuk, hölgyeim! Uraim! Máti koncertjét. Ollózás. Ó. Lassan, mozgás balra. Igen, jól csináljuk. Jó. Fel az emelvényre, ugye? Csak a szögdelés. Jaj, be a kukába! Yeah!
Martin McFly, that was totally awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
You broke my headstock.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait,
Nem mond visszanyeri a
Better
szerelmét, Istenem.
what was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh.
Ja, és csókolzásom mélnek. Haha, de jó.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute number...
Jennifer?
Daddy! 476D!
Open mouths?
And tongues.
You've gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in this town.
I'll deal with you later, young lady. We're gonna have to have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on.
Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am. And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Geez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Well, Marty, what's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Igen, én vagyok
We have a
az.
warrant for your detention.
Detention?
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Is it, young Mr. McFly? Is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's about time.
Király.
I always knew your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
Hát mit mondjak, emberek? Most visznek a dokihoz, azt még meg fogjuk nézni, és szerintem utána már nem hiszem, hogy láttok több részt ebből. A dokihoz kerültünk.
Come in, citizen. Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge Deportment Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is, what happened to you?
Na jó. Ez volt a mai része, mert hogy tetszett nektek, én egyet mentek szerintem, hogy biztos ne legyen ebből probléma. Mi van? Nem lehet menteni. Mi van? Jó, ezt még le kell nyomnunk, ez most nincs mit csináljak. Le kell nyomni a dokis, és tudjak menteni.
You gotta believe me, Doc. I only did it to get your attention.
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Oké.
let's get through this nonsense so I can set you straight.
De végig kell játszanom egyébként, mert nem menet a játékot. Ez egy kicsit lehet hosszabb rész lesz, de ez van.
This whole crazy world you've created, it's totally mental. There's all these stupid rules and everybody's acting all weird. My dad's turned into this creepy snoop. Mom's completely pathetic. And Jennifer's kind of scary. And Biff, it's like he's a zombie or something. And it's all basically your fault.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes.
Igen.
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes.
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes. No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
Forget my mother. She's not the issue here.
Don't ever forget your mother, Martin. Your parents are your superiors, and respect for one's superiors is absolutely essential to the Hill Valley Order. I'm surprised your father hasn't set you straight on this point. He's shown himself to be a very obedient and cooperative citizen.
Mi?
You mean a warped citizen? He's supposed to be a science fiction writer, not a peeping Tom. And you're supposed to invent a time machine.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and dangerous invention.
Nem veszed el meccs.
I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time and somehow your timeline got messed up and everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Harry Callahan.
Incredible. This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated
Mi van?
alternate reality.
Baszki!
You think I'm crazy? I guess maybe I sound crazy, but you gotta believe me.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
God, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking.
Folytassa. Ha.
Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
Na jó. Na jó. Akkor azt jelenti, hogy itt lehetok menteni. Ugye? Jó, mentettem. Tökéletes. Jó. Szerintem oké. A következő részbe meggyőzi a Dokit, hogy tartson velünk. És aztán majd a játék vége is jöhet valamikor. Nem tudom, hogy mikor, de az is el fog jönni. Kíváncsi ezek egyébként. Egész érdekes rész volt, ezt teszem oda. És szerintem nagyon érdekes volt, a Jennifer-t is visszajítottuk, aztán az tényleg nagyon jó volt. Tényleg ez a rész inkább Jennifer visszajításáról szólt, mint hogy a dokihoz is bejutottunk. Remélem, hogy tetszett ez a rész, jövök a következővel, ami még izgalmasabb lehet, remélem, hogy jó lesz az is. Mindenképpen.